Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, May the 6th. Let's do a little May calendar math right now. Today is Wednesday, May the 6th. How many days ago was May the 1st? If today is May the 6th, count backwards from 6 until you get to 1 to figure out how many days ago was May Day, the first day of the month. If today is May the 6th, how many days until May the 10th? May the 10th. Start at 6 and count forwards until you get to 10. Look at the calendar and how many days until we get to May the 10th. If today is May the 6th, what is tomorrow? If today is May the 6th, what is the day after tomorrow? Keep playing around with some of these fun May calendar math games. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that tomorrow, the answer to that one is May the 7th. It is the full flower moon tomorrow. And so that means that today we're going to be talking about more moon cycle information, facts. We're going to be doing some journaling about the full flower moon, so you will need your journal today. Before we do any of that, we are going to do our sight word, and we're going to do our May word wall. So get out your sand tray. And who remembers what is the special letter that all of our all of our sight words have today, or this week? What is the letter that makes these words special? And if you said this letter, you are correct. The letter is Y in these words that makes them so special. Y at the end of the word sounds like I. Like in the word buy, B-Y, says buy. I like to go by the pond and read cry, C-R-Y. Sometimes when I watch a sad movie, it makes me cry. C-R-Y says cry. Okay, and then today's new word, we're going to arm tap, is my. M-Y. My. M-Y. My. M-Y. My. My name is Miss Emily. My cat's name is Pocket. My peony flower still has not bloomed. My. Please add the word my to your sight word book or sight word list. And now get ready to do our word wall. Now, yesterday's poem I read about a snail, I didn't really add too many new words, did you? I added the word snail, and I added the word crept. So let's read all the words we've got so far. In the sn category, I have snail and snail. What you could do also as you follow along or listen along, you could take a marker or a crayon and start to underline, or take a highlighter marker, start to highlight or underline the beginning blend sounds. Okay, so in snail, S-N, sn, sn. For cr, I have found creep, cr, creep. and I found crept. Crept. For soul, I have slimy and sleep. And for I have trail. Okay. Now the poem today has quite a lot of blends. Okay. I think there's 5 new blending sounds. So we're going to read this same poem over the next 2 or 3 days so that we can get through all of them. So today I just want you to be listening for 3 of the new blends this poem will have. I want you to be listening for the sound gr, G-R, gr, pr, P-R, pr, and br, B-R, br. You might hear more, and if you are feeling very fancy, you can go on and add those to your May word wall if you want to. But if you'd like to keep up with the rest of us, with me, then I just want you to be listening for those 3 blends. Okay, now I'll read it once, and then I'll read it again a little bit slower. On the grassy banks, lambkins at their pranks, woolly sisters, woolly brothers, playing by their woolly mother, scamper with their feet, hear them softly bleat. Can you make a bleating sound like a lamb? Bah, bah. Okay, so now I'm going to read it slower, and I want you to listen for gr and pr and br. On the grassy banks, lambkins at their pranks, woolly sisters, woolly brothers, playing by their woolly mother, scamper with their feet, hear them softly bleat. Ah, ah. Okay, so excuse me, add those new words to your word wall, and we'll check back in tomorrow and see if we've listened or heard the same words. All right, so take a few minutes now to get your journal out. Now, at the end of the lesson today, you're going to go outside, and I'm going to give you some instruction later about that. But you're going to go outside because you're going to be thinking about how Native American people a long time ago came up with all the different names for these full moons that we've been talking about. And as I was doing some reading to get ready for today, I realized that Native American history and culture is so big. There's so many different kinds of people that lived, and each one of those different groups of people had their own very special and beautiful ways of doing things and understanding the world around them. So I know I've mentioned the Algonquin people quite a lot. They were people that lived in Canada, but the people that lived in Kentucky and even down in Florida and all over the United States, North America, I have a map right here. Hopefully you can see. This is how these groups of people were kind of divided up so that we can understand where they all lived. But even within these different areas, lots and lots of different groups of people lived, and they were all really different. So some tribes would have different names for things like the full moon than others, especially if, do you think that The pink moon that was named for the pink flower phlox is, sorry about that, I had a phone call. I don't know what that did to our lesson, but let's keep going. The point is that we named the pink moon for the phlox flower here in Kentucky, or in this part of North America, but that's not necessarily what the April full moon is called in other parts of North America, because Native American people were so different and they were seeing different things happening at different times of the year, if that makes sense. This would be a really great thing to read more about at home with your moms and dads, because there's so much information. And I just want to show you a couple of pictures today and read a little bit about the medicine and spirit world on this page, just to illustrate to you how much these people who lived such a long time ago, how much they relied on animals and plants and weather, and really paying attention to the earth and everything in nature that was around them, how they really depended on that so much to live every day. So this is a picture right here of a pipe, of a peace pipe. And this says that the most revered of the Blackfeet were a group of people, the most revered of the Blackfeet sacred medicine pipes were the thunder pipes. So these medicine pipes, shamans, or the medicine, like the doctors that lived, they were called shamans. They would smoke these medicine pipes when they would go to visit people who were sick, or when they would do ceremonies to try to get rid of the illness that might be in the tribe, or that might be making one person sick. Okay, so they would have these medicine pipes that they would smoke. And at first, the most revered of the Blackfeet sacred medicine pipes were the thunder pipes. At the first spring thunder, these pipes were removed from their bundles of sacred objects and offered to the thunder spirit. The ceremony asked protection from being struck by lightning, and also for the power to heal sickness. Possessing a thunder pipe brought great prestige. Prestige means something that is very important. So only the most important people could carry the thunder pipe, which were usually the shamans, were very important people in the tribe. Possessing a thunder pipe brought great prestige, but it was expected that ownership would be passed on to others. So I guess they took turns. They took turns who would get to possess the thunder pipe. But just look at it. Look at the picture. Look at all the different things that they used from nature to make this medicine pipe. I see feathers. I see animal skin. I see bells. Guess that's not really from nature, but anyway, there's so much information in this book that there's no way we can cover it all at once. But I think what I want you to really understand is that no one tribe did things the same way. And so the name that we have for the full moons here in this part of the United States is might be different than what people have in the western part of the United States, because different things are happening in nature at different times, okay? So, all that being said, May is known as the flower moon. Well, first of all, let's get the date. We haven't done our journal in a while together. So, today's date is May the 6th, 2020. Okay, just give me 1 second. May the 6th, 2020, and we are talking about the full moons. So tomorrow night we will see the flower moon. Full, there's a blending sound, FL, full, flower, flower moon. But here are some other names for the moon tomorrow, and I want you to try writing these and drawing illustrations to go with them. So other names for the moon tomorrow are the milk moon, milk moon, the corn moon, corn moon. And then the other one I remember reading was the hare moon. Hare, not like this hare, hare like a rabbit. Hare moon. So if we know that the moon names were named because of things that were going on around us, why do you think some people would call it the milk moon? Why do you think some people would call it the corn moon? Why do you think some people might name it the hare moon? Also think about why we celebrated May Day on the 1st. What do you remember about May Day? May Day a long time ago was a big deal because May is a month that represents new life, new birth, things being planted and growing. So think about those and try to make connections between what we learned about on May Day and all the different names for these full moons. And then I want you to take a walk around your yard or down the street. And I want you to find 5 different things that are growing or that are happening around you in nature. Things that are living or growing or blooming, 5 different things. And of those 5 different things, I want you to come up with your own name for tomorrow night's full moon. Journal about that. Make a picture of it, illustrate your moon name, and then write your moon name in your journal. And I'd love to see those today. I want to apologize for our lesson today. It was kind of bumpy. I had somebody called me while I was doing the lesson and it made the lesson stop, and I'm sorry. The lessons just aren't the same, I know, when we do it this way than if we were at school. But the last thing I want us to look at today, now yesterday Ben was so excited. His mother told me that he was really excited because apparently Ben has a peony plant growing near his house, and he knows all about the little black ants that come and have the ant milkshakes to help the peony flowers bloom. And I want you to look at this. That hot water trick did not work for my flower. It has not bloomed. So that tells me that either there's still sugary stickiness on this bud, or these flowers really do have to have those ants to help them open up and blossom. And if you cut them before they have bloomed, or if they get broken before they have bloomed, then they're just not going to bloom, because those little ants are so important to the peony flower. That is too bad for me, but it was an interesting experiment, interesting thought. So I look forward to seeing your all's journals today. And tomorrow we will be talking about a shape called an ellipse as part of our moon study. So get ready to do some drawing and some counting tomorrow. And I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. See if you can count on your fingers 5 different things that are happening or growing in your yard or in your neighborhood right now. Do you see things that are alive, that are moving around? Do you see anything in the tops of the trees that are getting ready to be alive? Are there different colors that are popping out in your yard?